Hey, want to know how I've been able to bootstrap this business to over $850,000 in revenue in just 2 years with 3,500 customers? We're talking about that today. I'm Rachel Ngom, and I work with purpose-driven entrepreneurs to help them get more leads and sales into their business. If you haven't yet grabbed my free Pinterest cheat sheet, make sure to go to pinwithrachel.com. We'll put that in the description below. I've got 4 steps for you to teach you how to bootstrap your business. And just a little background, I started this business August of 2017. I was in network marketing at the time, and my company went from making 6-figure income down to half. So I was making about $4,000 a month, and that was our family's income. And it was a little bit of a stressful time, and I knew I wanted to do something else. And so I started this business. And so one of the first things that I did was I found a mentor, and I hired a business coach, and that coach was not cheap. It was $2,000 a month to invest in working with her. And here is what I know after working with thousands of entrepreneurs. When you are committed to making a change, you're gonna figure out a way to make it happen. I've had some of my students, this is what I personally did when I first started my first business, sell stuff out of their house. Gary Vaynerchuk has videos on how to do garage sale flipping. We'll see if we can link that down below. There's so many different things that you can do. I know some of my students have actually gone to the bank and take out a loan because it's a business, So that's one of the very first things I highly recommend. Otherwise, you're going to spend years trying to figure it out. And what I've learned is that when you have a mentor and someone that's teaching you step by step by step, you get there a million times faster than if you were to do it on your own. All right, step 2 is you need to know what you must invest in. And so, especially when you're running an online business, there's all these different shiny objects of, there's ClickFunnels, there's Kajabi, there's Kartra, and there's like a million different platforms and like all these courses and so many things. One, if you have a mentor, they'll be able to tell you, get this, don't get this. I'll tell you, when I first started this business, I was creating and selling online courses. My first course was Pin with Purpose, teaching you how to get more leads with Pinterest into your business. When I first launched that course, I did not have $100 to invest into Kajabi because that's $100 a month, right? All my money was going to having my mentor and learning as much as possible. Everything else was so lean. So I used Thinkific, which is free to start with. So this is definitely bootstrapping. It's not the most professional way that you can deliver an online course. I'll tell you that much. So with Thinkific, people get an email and then they have to log it. It doesn't look as pretty as Kajabi. Kajabi is way more user-friendly. But when you're first starting out, you got to make a couple of sacrifices. As soon as I was getting more students into our course, that's when I knew I needed to invest and get Kajabi. Some of the other things that I made sure that I invested in when I was first starting out was Leadpages. You want to make sure that you are building your email list. That's one. It's got to be your main focus. I could scream that until I'm blue in the face. Your email list is so important. And so you want to make sure that you're optimizing your opt-in pages. Optimize your opt-in page for list growth, and you want to make sure that that's a high converting opt-in page, and Leadpages is the best way to do that. I'll put a 14-day free trial in the description below so you can just test it out. The thing I love about it is you literally just take these templates that are proven to convert, you use that, and boom, it takes 2 seconds to change it to your own brand colors and fonts and all that good stuff. So that was one of the things that I invested in. It's $25 a month, I think. The other thing was just to own my own hosting. And so we have our blog on WordPress, and you could use a free theme when you start out, but we started out with Divi theme, which I think was $89 for the year or something like that. So I try to keep things, that was pretty much, I think, the only things I invested in. ActiveCampaign was the last one. So having a really solid email provider. When you have no list or under 500 people, I think it starts out at $14 a month. So pretty much everything, all the different platforms that I was using, under $100 a month. So you don't have to do a million different things. Keep it as simple as humanly possible. And I wasn't paying myself that much either. I was paying myself literally as little bit as I humanly could, and then reinvested pretty much everything else back into the business. All right, step 3 is add team members as soon as you can. So as you're making money, let's say you're taking on private clients or you have an online course that's selling and you're profitable, you have money coming in, you have enough to live off of oatmeal and eggs and beans, basically, to keep things as lean as possible, invest in hiring a virtual assistant. And so you can find someone on Upwork or Indeed.com. And one of the very first hires, I've had this person actually for probably 5 or 6 years, is Richard, a virtual assistant in the Philippines. And I started paying him $65 a week for 10 hours a week. I now pay him, I still have him. He just does so many great tasks within our business. And now I just pay him $65 a week. Sometimes he does 3 hours of work, sometimes he does more. But he's just really good to have on the team. Next person that I invested in, when we were making, this was 4 months into our business, we were making about $10,000 a month. We profited $5,000 a month. So we had about 50% profit margin. And I was like, all right, I'm feeling good. I have enough to eat, and like keep the lights on and all that stuff. What could we do to help our business grow faster? And that's when I hired Ariana. She's like a project manager, high level virtual assistant. And I ended up paying her $1,200 a month. And she was just like a godsend. She took over all of our active campaign automations and doing so much within our business. That was huge, huge, huge game changer. Next thing I invested in, this is actually right before I hired Ariana, was a professional copywriter and designer to do our launch for Pin with Purpose. And so they created our 5-day challenge, our Pin with Purpose sales page, our opt-in page, like everything. That was a $5,000 investment, which I know it was a lot at the time. Literally, I did that launch and I made, I think, $5,000. So I was like, break even, boom. That $5,000 investment, though, has made us close to $500,000. And so you got to know what's worth it to invest in, what's not worth it. And that was one of the best investments that we've made. We've gone on to hire them again. So having a professional copywriter and a designer just to help you up level what you're doing is amazing. I didn't do that when I first started out. But once I had sales in the bank and I knew that this was something that worked really well, then I knew it was time to really invest and up level my game. Step 4, which we talked about a little bit already, but just to make this like crystal clear, reinvest your profits to grow. And so there might be, goodness, we reinvested the money that we're making and got the designer and the copywriter, and then we upgraded to ClickFunnels, which has been huge. People always ask me, what should I get when I first start out? I told you already. Keep it simple. You don't need ClickFunnels when you're first starting out. That's something a couple months down the road when you're profitable and you have that money in the bank, reinvest it to make that work. Next thing I would reinvest in, Facebook ads, Facebook, Instagram ads. That helped us grow so much faster. It was when we had the proven concept of our webinar that led people to Pin with Purpose that, holy moly, it was just like gas on the fire, boom, exploded. Let's recap 4 things you want to make sure when you're bootstrapping your business. 1, find a mentor. 2, know what programs you must invest in. 3, get some help, hire a virtual assistant, get somebody that's really there to support you, to help you grow. And 4, reinvest your profits to help your business grow. So I hope you found this helpful. Comment below, what stage are you in your business right now? Are you just starting out? Are you bootstrapping it? And make sure to grab my free Pinterest cheat sheet. Just go to pinwithrachel.com. I'll link it in the description below. I'll talk to you later.